Hey everybody, it's me, Justin, aka Goodwill Hunter, and I'm back with a pickups video of just everything from November, December, backlog, another Purge, from post-Christmas, even today. Now, you're going to notice halfway through that it switches, and it seems that I go back into the future because I somehow recorded about 10 minutes worth of myself, and it all, for some reason, did not get recorded, so here we are again. I'm sure you've all been in the same boat. But anyways, so we got a lot of consoles, games, it's a good mixture. Right now we're going to focus on the consoles because that's how it was in the original video, which is now lost forever. But anyways, we do have all the games. Those are another piece of the pie that'll probably be a two-parter, so here is the console slash some leftover games that I forgot in the backlog. So I guess we'll jump right into the consoles. Those are some of the consoles I picked up at thrift stores and some consoles that I actually have gotten as presents. So at a Goodwill I did find another PlayStation 2 bundle. This one they wanted about 18 bucks for. It came with two controllers. You got a blue one and the black one. All the cables. It had a game in it, but I think the game was messed up because when I tried to actually test it, did not want to read the disc. Read DVD movies, so I took a shot in the dark, brought it home, popped in a game, and it works. So this one's going to go up on eBay. I got a couple other things, the network adapter, memory card, and two games. If anyone's interested, I'm going to try to see what I can get for it on eBay. I usually try to get around $45, $50. At the other thrift store that I go to, which is kind of one of the better ones I like because their prices are kind of flat and they really don't know the price that people are willing to pay. So anyways, picked up a Nintendo. They wanted 7 bucks? No. They wanted like 8 bucks for it. And it did come with the AC adapter. No controllers, and it didn't have a game, but I found a game and I just put it inside. Oh yeah, gotta have that Super Mario Duck Hunt. So, I have extra controllers, not really worried, probably going to bundle that and sell that. At my wife's sister's house, and decided to go on eBay one morning, and I found a handheld that I'd never really thought that much to get, but now having purchased it and used it, I love it, and I probably won't use the regular one again. It's a PSP Go. It's the white one. Came in the box, had the AC adapter, cable, no memory card, but that's fine, you really don't need. It says 16... It's got 16 gigs anyways of internal memory, so you really don't need a memory card unless you want to obviously put music and movies and stuff. But it's the white one, flips up, it's awesome, I love it. As you can see, I got my Nintendo emulator on it, and it's great. Great battery life, awesome design. It is a little small, but it's still a good system. I think I got it for around 70 bucks shipped, so it's pretty cool, and I'm really digging it. A Christmas present that I received from my wife's mother was another Toploader. I'm going to keep this one. I had to get rid of, I think I had like 3 last year, and I sold off 2, and I think I traded 1. But as you can see, it's a little yellow. I don't really care. Great because it'll play pretty much all the regions, and with my Honeybee adapter for the Famicom, I'll easily be able to play my Famicom games because it's a lot harder to play than the Famicom games with the Honeybee with this because you actually have to insert it all the way in, whereas this one, it's just set it on top. Now, unfortunately, that Toploader did not come with a dog bone controller. It just came with a regular controller, AC adapter, and your AV cable. Or not AV, your RF adapter. So, oh well, I guess I'll be on the lookout for a dog bone. Now, I picked up a couple games. Actually, there's one item I don't have because I sold it literally the next day I got it. I was at that thrift store and I found this. Yes, sitting in the case, marked for $44. They had a flame red Nintendo 3DS in, I mean, immaculate condition. Maybe just one little scratch, screens were fine, even had a 2 gig memory card in it, fully worked. I don't know why someone would have turned it in, but hey, turned around and sold it for about $100. So I made a little bit of profit, and I also picked up a couple other games. I picked up a copy of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. What is it? Red Rescue Team. And I also picked up a copy of Pokemon Crystal. Unfortunately, save battery did not work, so I'm replacing that as we speak. That's why I just have the front label. When I was up in Connecticut, I walked into a new retro store that opened up that I hadn't been to. I'd been to the parent company, but I hadn't been to this store, and I was pleasantly surprised that they had a very, very, very nice selection of all types, from imports to current gen to just the accessories, Nintendo powers. Just a nice good mix of retro goodness, and I was amazed that they actually had some Neo Geo MVS games, so I picked up these two, Aero Fighters 2 and King of the Fighters 99. So excited to have these two. I thought I was going to have some problems when I put them in. Aero Fighters was all glitchy, and King of the Fighters was all glitched out too. Even after cleaning them, I popped them back in, and they work. They work fine now, so I think it's just a problem with seating them in the MVS board, but yeah, awesome 2 editions, and they were reasonably priced. Aero Fighters 2, I think I paid, what was it, 50 bucks for, and King of the Fighters, I paid 30 bucks for. So those are really 2 good prices. You know, that you wouldn't have to go on eBay and purchase them, and yeah, took them home. Now today at that same thrift store that I picked up a really nice selection of stuff. They did actually have a Nintendo 64 there on the back shelf. It did just have a jumper, but it did have the plastic piece. I should have stolen that plastic piece, or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'll go back tomorrow because I'm thinking there might be a Super Nintendo there that just hasn't made its way out. But they wanted 12 bucks for it. It had a really crappy controller, and they had a nice atomic or blue crystal controller below that I'm probably going to either swap out. I don't know. If it's still there, I'll pick it up. But anyways, I left it, and I picked up a nice selection of Super Nintendo controllers. One of them does have one of the triggers broken, but for 5 bucks, 3 controllers, 2 of them look fine, and the other one I'll probably just use for parts. Up in the case, they had some Super Nintendo games. Now, man, I tell you, these games have been through hell. At least 2 of them have. They just look really beat up. The other one looks in pretty good condition. They picked up a copy of RoboCop 3. You can see that labels, and they're dirty. Picked up a copy of Primal Rage, again, label. But this one was in pretty good condition. It's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is actually a really good Super Nintendo port. They had one on the Genesis. It's not the same as this one. And I remember playing this one. It's nice, kind of little beat 'em up, and has different levels where you can become a Megazord and, you know, fight monsters from the TV show. And those were 3 bucks a piece, so I kind of left a couple. They had American Gladiators and a couple other sports games, and I just left those. But maybe I'll pick them up. Maybe they'll have more tomorrow, as I say. I found 3 games and 3 controllers and no system, so I'm thinking it probably will make its way out, or they're holding it because they don't have room for it. But I'll go back tomorrow and we'll see about that Nintendo 64, because I do have extra cables and I could probably get rid of it. It wasn't one of the ones you can do an RGB mod to, so Bob, don't even. So now with the special movie magic, we're gonna go right back to the past, and we'll check out some other stuff that I picked up over this backlog purge. In 3, 2, 1. Went to my retro store up in Connecticut. Well, not one, it just opened, and I found a controller I've always really kind of wanted but can never find out in the wild, and that's the ASCII controller. You can see it's got all the turbo functions for all the buttons, and it just looks cool. It's got the Super Famicom layout, and I like that. It's nice. So that was all the controllers, I believe. So let's move on to miscellaneous cables and crap. Alright, I got a bunch. We got a AC adapter for an Xbox with some weird ground force interrupt thingamajigger, I guess it's called. The GFI or GFC, I don't know what they're called. Nintendo RF adapter. Nintendo RF adapter. We got a Sega Genesis, I think that's Model 2 AC adapter. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. What's the other one? Nintendo, GameCube. The answer was GameCube. I picked up a random Toshiba AC adapter for a laptop because, heck, for $1 I could probably sell it. I got this thing at Game Exchange down the road up in Connecticut. It is a, I don't know if you can see that, what is it, Master Gear Converter. It's to play your Sega Master System games on your Game Gear. For some reason, it was kind of cheap. I don't know if you can see that. They wanted $5 for it, so I totally picked that up. They had the TV tuner there, and they wanted like $80 for it, or $50, and I was like, you can't even use it, so it's just to have it. And I don't want that. We got a power cord, or a power AC adapter for a Wii. I found a Wii sensor bar, the black one. A Sega generic RF switch. A jumper pack for an N64. An original RF adapter for a Genesis. Nintendo 64 power brick. AV cables, because I always need these for some reason. Nintendo RF adapter. A 16 block, I don't know, memory card for a GameCube. Times 16, 61, I don't know. 2 random things that I picked up that aren't really video game related, but I found a 5 different type memory card reader. SanDisk for USB on your PC, because mine at work doesn't work. 2 D-Link switches. This one is a 5-port, and this one is a 8-port with the AC. I always need these. You never know you're going to have some impromptu LAN party, and you're going to be playing your Halo on the original Xbox, and you need to have a switch. So my wife got these for Christmas for me as a present to have down here in the man cave, because my throw pillows aren't very, well, they're not very gaming related, so she got me these. You can see this is Unicorn's Revenge. It's a nice plush, shaped like a Nintendo cartridge. And this one, this is Lava Jump. Look at that, he's jumping. And it's the, what is that? Think Geek series? No, Imagination series. It's from thinkgeek.com. You can find these. These are awesome. And they're so soft. Oh, so soft. Now if I could just have universal game cases for these. Alright everybody, well I hope you enjoyed that video. There will be another part up momentarily, if not in a day or two. Just give me time to edit it. Yeah, lots of pickups, months of November, December, January. It's always crazy, especially with the holidays, and I think we all kind of taper off at the end of the year anyways here on YouTube. But if you're watching this, you need to head over to that link right there. You go to Electric Adventures channel, that's Tony, and watch Weekend Game Guy 1, that's Chris. Watch his, he was YouTuber of the Year December 2013, and he's giving his nominees for January 2014, 2014 YouTuber of the Month. Sorry, it's probably a mouthful, but anyways, go on, watch his video, go ahead on Tony's channel, not my channel, in his comment section for Chris's video, go ahead and cast your vote for who you want for January 2014's YouTuber of the Month. I'll catch you guys later, and stay sexy.